Thank
Are
you
you on
so
the
much.
line?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Mrs. Robinson, one-star director beside her husband, changing lives all over the globe. Thank you so very much for that introduction. As she stated, my name is Phyllis Alexander. I am the mother of four. I am in addition to working at NASA full time, I am a minister of the gospel, so my life is full. However, I work my part-time business on a full-time basis because it is going to replace NASA Glenn Research Center. So I am very excited tonight. I get the opportunity to begin this presentation out introducing you all to PlanNet Marketing. You are literally in the best place on the planet. And right now, if you could imagine financial freedom, what would financial freedom look like to you? And then also imagine personal freedom. What would personal freedom look like? It would look like you're able to set your own schedule. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it. When you want to start work, you can. And when you want to take lunch, you can do that as well. When you want to take a vacation, you can do that too. So I also want you to imagine time freedom. What would time freedom look like to you? So if you had all of the finances that you needed, that you wanted, you had all of the time and all of the personal freedom. That sounds like you would be designing your ideal life, doesn't it? And that is exactly what we're going to show you how you can do through this opportunity. And we're going to use three different vehicles here: the power of entrepreneurship. We're going to show you how you can earn more through having a home-based business, and then the travel industry. You're going to learn how you can travel to places that you've only dreamed about. And there also are secrets that travel professionals know that the person on the other side of the counter, they don't know. And also e-commerce. Bill Gates said that if you don't have a business online, you don't have a business. There are so many companies that are closing their doors. Hundreds and thousands of people are without work. Why is that? Because these companies, these corporations, they realize that almost everybody is gravitating to online. They're shopping from the comfort of their own home. So that's where they're taking their businesses online. You're going to discover how to save more on what you're doing anyway. And then also, if I told you you could travel more, earn more, and save more without getting an additional job, would that make sense, or would that make sense? Right. And you're going to discover how to experience more, how to experience life on a completely different level than what you are right now. This gentleman here is Donald Bradley. Donald Bradley is PlanNet Marketing's founder, chairman of the board, and CEO. Mr. Bradley is a highly decorated seven-figure earner, and he's documented. And we know documentation beats conversation every day of the week. Mr. Bradley has over 20 plus years in marketing, sales, and product distribution. He is a team building guru, and Mr. Bradley is a marketing genius. Mr. Bradley, in the last project he was a part of, he was making $95,000 to $100,000 a month. That's right, a month. It was in the last project he was in that Mr. Bradley determined that he wanted to start his own business. He wanted to leave that project because it had integrity issues. And Mr. Bradley not only is a servant leader, but he is a man that walks in integrity. So out of the desire to start his own business, that vision of PlanNet Marketing was birthed. And we're committed to offering you a financial opportunity that provides not only now income, but more importantly, sustained financial security. PlanNet Marketing is a 2-year-old company. We have reps in over 20 different countries, and we are an online business provider. We supply you with an opportunity not only to earn from the comfort of your own home, but wherever you can take your electronic device. And there is internet access. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are an international company. We are growing globally, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in our next slide. But before I do, I want to just share that Mr. Bradley was very concerned about having a legacy company. That's what he wanted. He wanted a company that would continue on even after your death. It would continue on. So Mr. Bradley looked for the best of the best in leadership. I'm going to introduce you to two of those leaders. One is Andy Cawthon. He is the president and CFO of PlanNet Marketing. Mr. Cawthon has managed billion-dollar global businesses. It is because of his connection with PlanNet Marketing that you can build your business, your empire, your organization, not only where you live, but in over 20 different countries and also every state of the United States. This is Leanne Trockler, and she is the COO of PlanNet Marketing. She manages the PlanNet support team. And a lot of things can be said about our support team, but one thing I will say in this presentation is that they are very patient with us, and that's important because many of us have never done this before. So when you call the support team at PlanNet Marketing, you oftentimes have many questions. Well, them being patient and operating under a spirit of excellence, that's very important. Another thing Mr. Bradley looked for was the best of the best in travel agency. So Mr. Bradley came in contact with this gentleman, James Ferrara. He met with him, and Mr. Ferrara is the co-founder and president of IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel, ladies and gentlemen, is the best of the best. They are recognized as a travel expert and have been recognized like that for over 25 years. They have been the leading innovator in travel for 27 years, and they are the originator of the home-based travel agents. They have accreditation and certification from CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association, to ARC, which is the Airline Reporting Corporation, and they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They are recognized for excellence. For those of you who are in Trinidad, the Better Business Bureau is an organization here in the United States where we tell on companies, businesses that are less than excellent. We complain against them with the Better Business Bureau, and the Better Business Bureau does an investigation, and then they grade that company from A+ to F-. Well, IntelliTravel has held that A+ rating for 27 years, which means that you can step into the travel industry with IntelliTravel and be confident. They're based in Delray Beach, Florida, and they are in exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing. That means that no one can go directly to IntelliTravel's website and register as a travel agent. You have to come through a PlanNet Marketing rep. Like those of you who are guests in the Zoom tonight and those that will be listening to the playback, you would not be listening to this life-changing information if it was not for a PlanNet Marketing rep. So that's what the exclusive partnership is all about. And there's one thing for a travel agency to have accreditation and certification. It is a whole nother level for them to be recognized and awarded by some of the top brands in the travel industry. You can look at this slide. I'm sure you recognize some of these brands like Norwegian Cruise Line. You have Princess Cruises. You have we've already talked about CLIA and ART, the Better Business Bureau. You have the Mark Corporation. Well, these are top brands in the travel industry, and I must say right here that this dismisses the thought that this is a scam, because none of these top brands in the travel industry would partner with a scam. So that is dealt with. So you now know that you can step into this opportunity and you can be completely confident that your business will succeed. Now, there are infinite possibilities to you earning commission as an IntelliTravel agent. I'm going to share a few of them, but before I do, I'd like for you to switch your thinking from being a consumer of travel to becoming a merchant. As a merchant, you can not only meet your own travel needs and earn commission. That's right, you can earn commission off of your own travel, but the travel of others. And I'm going to give you some examples. Can you imagine putting your family or anybody's family on a cruise ship for their family reunion? Wow, what kind of fun would that be, right? Because there is something for everybody from grandma to the baby, because there's childcare. And then in the wedding industry, you have brides wanting to go on destination weddings. They want to be married in these exotic places. Well, who follows them? Their family, their friends, their neighbors, their co-workers. And that is even more possibility of commission. And then when they have their anniversary, who are they going to call? They're going to call you so that you can book that anniversary travel. And then in the area of group travel, do you know anyone that's on a traveling sports team? Even if you don't, the power of the internet brings us all together. Proof of it is we have some people from Trinidad and maybe even the UK, maybe even from other countries in the Zoom with us from the United States right now. So the internet brings us together. Well, that traveling sports team, they need hotel reservations, they need rental cars, they need large buses sometimes. You have your corporate and your church retreats and your fraternities and sororities. And if you know someone that's in a direct sale company like Mary Kay, Itworth, Thrive, you have TLC, you have Avon. If you know someone in those companies, they grow from convention to convention. So that is even more travel for commission for you, because there are customers. The travel industry is the #1 largest industry on the planet, bringing in $8 trillion annually. And in 10 years, it is projected that the travel industry is going to grow to $15 trillion. And then the #1 research category online between the hours of 9 and 5 is travel. Now, those of us who are working a job, I just gave it away. We should be working, but many are online researching, where can I go? Why is that? Because there is something therapeutic about travel. And so the baby boomers, such as myself, we are fueling the growth of the travel industry. Now, the next 20 years, every 20 seconds, a baby boomer is going to be retiring. And what do you imagine a baby boomer wants to do once they retire? Travel. And then the millennials, like some of you in the Zoom right now, and those listening to the playback, you are spending $200 billion annually on travel. If you can imagine as an IntelliTravel agent putting together spring break packages, you can tap into that $200 billion. Many of us that are in the Zoom right now, we've already made a decision to get paid on what people are doing anyway. Those of you who are guests, you're faced with that decision tonight. Why did we make that decision? Because almost everyone we know is traveling or wants to travel. And that means almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. Why don't you become an IntelliTravel agent and get paid on what people are doing anyway, so that you can receive between 70 to 80% of commission paid to IntelliTravel? #1, you become partnered with major vendors worldwide. If you can imagine again, all of the partners that IntelliTravel has gained over the 27 years that they've been in existence. All of those partners become your partner. And then there are no third parties between you and the plans that you make, the packages you put together, and there are no third parties between you and your commission. That's very important, because many of us have goals that are strong, and we don't want anybody playing with our money. And then number 3, you're able to reserve an inventory of group cruise blocks. Number 4, we have the best in customer support and service. Ladies and gentlemen, you receive your own state-of-the-art booking engine. So instead of you, those you know, those you don't know, going to Travelocity.com, Expedia.com, or any of the other .coms, you name your travel agency business and they can go to you.com and you receive the commission. You receive also your own personalized website. You can put, ladies, your beautiful picture, men, your handsome picture on your website if you like. And also you receive your own email marketing program. We have so many sales tools to help you advertise your business and advertise your trips you put together. And then the different partners we have, like Disney, like Carnival, Princess, all of the hotels. You can download and print advertisement from their website that you can look as professional as you want to look, right? Because you are representing them and they do want you to look good. You're able to print that advertising material from your website, and you can order your own beautiful business cards, stationery, and direct mail. Now, how much can you earn? I'm going to give you some examples, but before I do, I want you to think about how much you make per hour, how many hours you work, and how much your check is when you receive it. Because I want you to put the examples I'm about to show you right next to what you already earn. And I want you to tell yourself how valuable this opportunity is. Now, the first example is what we call pillow money. Can you, let's imagine again, can you imagine waking up and there's $500 extra in your bank account? How would that make you feel? Good, or would it make you feel good, right? Great. Now you have a frequent business traveler that goes to your booking engine while you're still asleep, and they book a 3-night hotel stay 3 times a month through that portal. Your commission could be $150, $120. Is that okay? Right, because you didn't even do anything. Maybe you gave a business card out, or it might have just been word of mouth. And then the next example, you have a group of 4 coming over here to the United States, going to Scottsdale, Arizona on a 5-day golf trip. If it took you 1 hour to put that package together, would it be worth it for a commission of $274.86? By the way, this is all United States currency. And then your next example, you have a honeymoon, a couple going on a 7-day honeymoon, an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. If it took you another hour to put that together, would it be worth it for a commission of $561.79? Yes, absolutely, because that amount there, somebody maybe even in the Zoom tonight says, if I could make an extra $500 a month, I would be doing better than what I'm doing right now. And then there's a single mother somewhere who would be able to put food in that refrigerator so that they would be able to eat all month long. And then the next example is in the area of the cruises. When you find out that you can put not only that family reunion, booking 20 cabins, but you can make up a cruise. It can be my BFF and me. It can be, Stella got her groove back. Whatever you name that cruise, when you find out that 5-day group cruise, a Western Caribbean cruise, commission would be $2,240.17. When you add all of that up, it is over $3,300. Now, is that a great plan B, or is that a great plan B? Maybe you wanted to wipe out your plan A, and then maybe you just want some play money. That's some good play money, isn't it? And then we have what is called familiarization trips. We shorten that to say fam trips. It is where our partners put together these amazing trips. They charge us as IntelliTravel agents little to nothing to come over to their properties, to their resorts, to get into their cruise ships, and they treat us like the kings and queens that we are. Why do you imagine they do that? Well, because they know that word of mouth is the greatest source of advertisement. They know that we're going to come back wherever we're going and we're going to tell everybody, and we're going to bring more or cause more business to come to them. And then if you look over to the right, it says acquire vendor specific certifications. Maybe you responded to an ad saying that you could become a Disney vacation planner or a destination wedding planner. Maybe you saw an ad that said you can make six figures. Whatever the ad was that you saw, it is absolutely correct, because you can train. I'll give you another example. Disney. You can train with Disney in their travel agent portal for free. All of the cruise lines for free. The hotels for free, the best price. And then this is how we train. Can you imagine yourself being on that beautiful, beautiful cruise line there? Well, this is one of our IntelliTrips. It's a 2-night Bahama cruise. And for IntelliTravel agents, it's $289 for ocean view, $329 for balcony. It gets better because you can take a non-agent with you for the same price. I'm going to give you another example. Can you imagine taking someone with you that just loves to play golf on this 7-night Southern Caribbean cruise aboard the Royal Caribbean? Well, for IntelliTravel agents and that guest, is $399 for ocean view, $559 for balcony. You can't beat that. And then IntelliTravel has 3 IntelliTrust guarantees. Number 1, when you put together your package for your client and your client goes online within 7 days and he or she researches to see if they can find it for a lower price, as long as it is the exact same trip, IntelliTravel says they will meet or beat that lower price. Now, who does that? IntelliTravel does. The next one is 30-day, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. If within 30 days, a person, maybe life happens and they decide that they cannot continue with their own travel agency business, IntelliTravel says as long as you send an email to corporate offices before midnight, the 30th day, they will refund 100% of that enrollment fee back. And then the next and last is the 1-year risk-free profit guarantee. If after 1 year of running your own travel agency business, you have not earned any extra money and you have not saved any money, IntelliTravel says they will give you back the difference of what you have invested in running your own travel agency business. Well, that really does not apply to anybody that's a guest in this Zoom tonight, because we believe that teamwork makes the dream work. We don't just say it, get you in and drop you. No, we're going to walk with you and coach you and make sure that you not only save money, but that you earn money. How can you get started? I know you want to know. Now, here is how you can get started. For $179.95 one-time enrollment, you can become an IntelliTravel agent. That is $39.95 a month. You can travel the world and have all kinds of fun, book travel for other people, and they can even go on your portal and book themselves. And for $19.95, you can become a PlanNet marketing rep. That is $19.95 a month. It maintains your PlanNet marketing website. But ladies and gentlemen, for the price of $199.90 one-time enrollment, you can own not only one but 2 businesses. You can be that IntelliTravel agent, but when all of the commission is spent and all of the fun is over, you can be that PlanNet marketing rep that's standing at the door, holding it open for anybody that wants to become an IntelliTravel agent. And you also can be responsible and feel rewarded that you have made it possible not only for you to secure your financial future, but the financial future of the masses. And that is $59.90 a month, about $2 a day. And if you add that up, it is $720 a year. And in the compensation plan that you are about to hear about, You will find out how to get that $720 back in the first hour, in the first week, or the first month. It just depends on how you work your business. But before I introduce our next speaker, I want you to understand this, that you can become an IntelliTravel agent all by itself. You do not have to recruit. You do not have to build a team. There are travel agents that are earning six figures just booking travel. But ladies and gentlemen, I am about to step out of the way of greatness, and I am going to introduce to you right now a gentleman by the name of Kevin Williams. Mr. Williams is a servant leader. He is a husband. He is a goal builder in our company. Mr. Williams is a man that loves helping people. He is a man that has a heart of gold, and he is helping his team, and he's helping the big team succeed. He loves having fun. He enjoys breaking down this compensation plan so you can see how to earn residual income. Mr. Williams, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mrs. Phyllis Alexander, for that wonderful overview of the travel side of this business. I want to give it back to her. I'm thankful to be connected with her in this business because she is the type of director that wants to see other people succeed. She understands that this vehicle has the ability to take you to your goals and even beyond them. So she is helping the team both in her town there in Akron, Ohio, as well as so many other places. And I'm so thankful for the privilege and the opportunity to be connected with her. So thank you for that overview. Now, what we're going to get into is the marketing compensation plan, which gives you an opportunity to understand how you can capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. Some of us, when we hear that word leverage, we think about our jobs that we work. Because where we work, our CEO, our president, our boss could potentially take the day off. And as long as we're at work, they may be able to make the same amount of money. Why? Because they're leveraging us. But this opportunity flips that on its head and allows you to leverage the time and talent of other people. But then they take it a step further and help you understand how you can earn residual income. I know all of us here on this Zoom tonight have residual bills. And I don't know about you, but I want to have an income that matches my residual bills. And this opportunity gives you the chance to do just that. Some of us may call Warren Buffett our rich uncle. Well, what he says is never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. But many of us, we invest in our clothing. Some of you may invest in your hair. Others of you may invest in a designer bag or name brand shoes. But when you step out of the door, does your bank account look as good as you do? Well, if not, this opportunity can help you set that straight and make sure that you and your bank account look just as good as you would like to when you step out of the door. Now let's think about together leveraged income. Some of you may work a job where you get a commission for referring someone to the business. Here in PlanNet Marketing, you have the opportunity to earn on every sale of the IntelliTravel agency. Because when a person decides that they want to become an IntelliTravel agent, they receive a $50, you receive a $50 direct sales commission. And then they make it even sweeter by giving you a 50% check match. So you get a 50% check match on all your personal referrals. So when your personal referral brings someone in, you make $25 and they make $50. And that money is not coming out of the pocket of the person that you brought in. It is coming from the company directly. And then they make it even better. I don't know about you, I like cake, so I think about this as the second thing, the 50% check match as the icing on the cake, and then the earning an additional bonus as you promote as the sprinkles. Because when you get a team bonus paid to you, you get an extra $10 per IntelliTravel agent sale in your team, and you can earn these up to 6 levels. There is no limit on the direct sales matches or team bonuses that you can receive. Some companies create a ceiling, like on our jobs. We feel like there's a ceiling. There's only so far that we can go. But this business gives you the opportunity to understand that you can continue to recruit and continue to get the direct sales, the match, and the team bonuses. And then these upfront commissions, they're paid out to you on a weekly basis. And PlanNet Marketing has a builders program that gives you the chance to understand that you can advance as you are in this company, and that advancing is not up to your boss, but it is up to you. How you work your business is what creates your success. So as a bronze builder, this means that you are above average. The average network marketer brings in about 2.5 individuals into a company. We're not quite sure what the 0.5 is, if it's Toto, the dog at home, or if it is a woman that is with child. But what we do know is that when you have 3 active independent travel agents, you become a bronze builder. And that bronze builder, you will have what I call belief checks. You will have received 3 of them at $50 a piece, so $150. Because anytime you join something, you want to understand that it works. So when you get that belief check or deposit, in our case, you will see that the opportunity does work. And then at Silver Builder, again, this is advancing by 3 more individuals, so another $150. And then at Gold Builder, advancing by another 3 individuals that you have directly brought in to the company, you become what we call a Gold Builder. And this is where I say the magic happens. Why do I say that? Because that is when you receive your first $10 level of team bonuses. So when you bring someone in, instead of getting $50, you now get $60. You also get a 10% match on your personal IntelliTravel agent or ITA's travel commission. Now let's think back to that wonderful illustration that director showed us recently here in regards to the cruise of a commission of over $2,000. If you personally sponsored that individual and you were at Gold Builder, you'll receive a 10% match, which would give you over $200 for a cruise that you did not help with, but that the person you sponsored did. Is that good or is that good? Then you get a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commission. I don't know about you. I like Matrix, the movie, both number 1 and number 2, and all the bending and things that they did. But what I like even more than that is someone showing me how to bend my money so that it does more for me and for my team. So let's take a look here at our 3x9 team built matrix. And the word here, the emphasis is on the word team, because you do not build this matrix on your own, but you and your team build it together. So let's take a look at what this is. You can see the levels 1 through 9, and then you can see the number of personal active ITAs 2 through 9, and then you can see the payout going from $4 from the top to the bottom. There are other marketing compensation plans that change it on every line, but here we want to make it simple for you to understand what you're looking at, and also for your income level for you to understand it. $4 all the way down. And then you can see the ITA renewals starting at 3 and going down to the potential of over 19,683 individuals. And then you can see the payout in the silver section going from $12 all the way down to over $118,000. Now, for illustration's sake, let's think about a movie theater. I don't know, I really enjoy Black Panther, and I have seen it more than once, and I'll probably see it again. So I'm going to use that as an illustration today. So let's say you decided you wanted to go and see Black Panther, and you invited 2 individuals to go with you. You can see that in the number of personal ITAs there, the number 2. And to you, each one of the seats is worth $4. You personally invited 2 people, and one of them invited someone else, and that is what gets you to the number 3 in the orange section there. And since each one of the seats to you is worth $4, we all know that 4 times 3 equals 12. Now, on that second row of seats at the movie theater, there are 9 seats. You still only personally brought 2 people, and those 2 people are sitting in the first row with that other person that was invited. Now, 4 times 9 is what? Hopefully you're saying in your mind 36, and you did not use this as a cheat sheet, because if you did, you would have gotten it wrong. Why? Because Mr. Donald Bradley found a binary mathematician to build this matrix. Because what he wanted to know is that the money he's putting into this matrix would actually be able to get paid out to the field. Now, 4 times 9 is 36. But when you add the 12 from above, that is what creates 48. So the wonderful thing about this matrix is that each line underneath is adding the money from above it. So that creates even more of an opportunity for you to see that if people come into the business and they stick and stay, you have the opportunity to earn residual income with them. Now, let's say you have someone on your team that has individuals, and their overall organization that their team has built is 243 individuals. They have a check coming to them that's paid out on a monthly basis of $1,452. And because you are personally a goal builder, you would get a 10% match on that. So that means you would get $145.20, which might not sound like a lot, but when you think about it, if you had more than one person at that level and you continue to see this income building, then you have an opportunity that is excellent, that is helping you and your family and your team to grow exponentially. Now, I have the privilege of bringing a wonderful gentleman on to the Zoom here with us this evening. He is a 1-star director, which means he knows 100% of the information to help you understand how this director bonus is paid because he is receiving it. He is also a 40/40 club member, which means that he has blown through Bronze Builder, Silver Builder, Gold Builder, 2020, and is now 40/40, which means that he has sponsored 40 individuals himself personally. He also owns multiple businesses, so he understands what it takes to be successful in business, and he is also being successful here. He is a father of 8, and he understands what it looks like to make this income, and he is helping his team because he cares about them. And he also set this thing on fire when he got started. He got started very quickly and started to help individuals in his team to advance. So this gentleman knows 100% of the information. He is someone who is out there blazing a trail, going from state to state all over the United States. And this gentleman is someone who, if you see him, you would understand that he is for you and desires to see you do your best in this opportunity. So thankful for Tuesday nights where he shares travel tips with his team. Now, What I want you to understand right now is that I am bringing Mr. Carmine Robinson to the line. And right now, if you haven't been paying attention, you need to listen really closely as he breaks down what else there is for you to understand in this opportunity. Mr. Carmine Robinson, do we have the privilege to have you here on the line with us today?
Yes, you do, Mr. Williams. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, loud and clear. Take it away, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for that well-driven introduction. I want to give it back up for Kevin Williams, one of our millennials that's setting the stage for this great company, and he's leading the charge, and he's definitely a servant leader. Now, my opportunity today is, like he said, my name is Carmine Robinson. I'm the owner of Transformations Barber and Beauty Shop in Akron, Ohio. But more than that, I am a travel professional, and I am super excited to tell you about this director's program. Now, this director's program is Mr. Bradley's baby. You know, you have retirement at your job, so we have retirement here at PlanNet Marketing. Now, what the director bonus paid is additional to your weekly residual pay. Now, one-star directors receive $1,000 monthly income guaranteed from all sources of your income. Now, just say, for instance, if you only made $600 from all sources as a one-star director, the company guarantees that you will make $1,000, so they will cut you a check for $400 more. Where do they do that? PlanNet Marketing. Now, directors receive a PlanNet Marketing director jacket and awards and recognition. Now, when you become a one-star director, that means that you helped at least 100 families become ITAs in this great business. And every first of the month, they give you a $500 into your bank account. Not only that, it's an additional team bonus. As a goal builder, you receive that $10 that what Mr. Williams was talking about. But as a one-star director, you start receiving $20. So every time somebody joins your organization, you get 20, 20, and to infinity. Now, when me and my wife and the team hit one-star director, we did it in 7 months. Now, it wasn't easy, but us and our team, we blazed it. Now, I'm telling you, we are busy. And this is for the person that's busy like me. Like Mr. Williams says, I have 8 children. But more than that, I run 3 businesses. I'm in a mega ministry. I got 2 after-school programs, and I got a nonprofit program called The Blueprint, Building Lives Unselfishly, helping guys returning home from incarceration and helping them map out their own blueprint. And I'm going to retire my wife 15 years early. So you already know I got to get some more stars. So it's always another level. So 2-star director, you have to have at least 300 people become ITAs, all the way up to 499. Now, every first of the month, as a 2-star director, they put $1,000 in your bank account. And also, as a 2-star director, you receive another $10 in team bonus. So you get $30 every time somebody joins your organization. And I'll show you what that means here in a minute. Now, it's always another level. 3-star director. That when you become a 3-star director, that means you at least help 500 people become ITAs in this great business, all the way up to 1,499. Now, every first of the month, they will put $2,000 in your bank account. And they didn't stop there. They give you another $10 in team bonus. Instead of getting $30, you will get $40. Now, what that means is, now on the low end, let's say you at least have to have 500 people as a 3-star director. Now, if 500 people signed up, one person this week with $40 overrides, that's about $20,000 in a team bonus. Your week looks a little bit different. Now, I know mine would. Now, it's always another level. Now, 4-star director, it's chairman's council. You at least have to have 1,500 all the way up to 3,999 ITAs. And now every first of the month, they put $5,000 in your bank account. Now, what that says, ladies and gentlemen, that's $60,000 annually into your income. And you get another $10 in team bonus. So every time somebody joins your organization, you'll get $50 into infinity. So if you personally sign somebody up, you'll get 100. How great is that? Now, it's always another level. 5-star director, 4,000 all the way up to 9,999 ITAs you have brought in. Now, every first of the month, you'll get $10,000 into your bank account. Now, last time I checked, if you're making $10,000 a month in your bank account, you made 6 figures and a director's bonus. On one way we get paid. We get paid 6 ways, and 3 of them you can make 6 figures. Where they do that at? PlanNet Marketing. And you get another $10 in team bonus. You get $60 overrides. What's that saying, ladies and gentlemen? If 1,000 people sign up, one person this week, times $60, you just made $60,000 in an override. And on one way we get paid. What would your week look like? How many people can you help? How many people can you connect to? Now, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all open. Now, I always tell people they're open for people on this webinar. They're open for the people that's in our great opportunity on the line right now. Now, we have presidents, rings, and Rolexes. Now, what's this just saying is, ladies and gentlemen, it's saying we have evidence. Now, a sapphire ring wearer saying that you are a 6-figure money earner. Now, it indicates that $8,333 a month, consistently for 2 months, you are a sapphire ring wearer. Now, our sponsor, Miss Tiffany McIntosh, she is a sapphire ring wearer, aggressively going to a ruby ring, right? Because she's a do-it-first leader. And it didn't stop there, because like I said, on the stars, it's always another level. And another level is ruby ring. That's $250,000 annually. Let me say that again, $250,000 annually. And Miss McIntosh's upline sponsor, Miss J.P. Watkins out of Houston, Texas, she's doing well over $250,000, and she sports that ruby ring wear, aggressively going to diamond ring, because it's always another level. Now, diamond ring wear is $500,000, ladies and gentlemen, annually. Now, that's a little over $41,000, $166 a month on the low end. And we have 2 gentlemen sits here at Diamond Ring, Mr. Alandis Moore and Mr. Shedrick White, right? And both of these gentlemen are 5-star directors. Now, what that means is, if you look to the right, is a Rolex watch encrusted with diamonds. Now, the best kind of Rolex to me, is a free one, right? So these gentlemen, once they hit 5-star director, they receive this Rolex watch and that diamond ring. How great is that? But Mr. Bradley put it in there. It was always another level, and that's double diamond. That indicates you make $83,333 consistently for 2 months. And at PlanNet Marketing, when you hit it, you get it. Now, what that indicates at 8333, it's always another level. Now, we have a turnkey business. We have tools, training, and events. We have tools. We have a website to track your business, mobile apps to grow your business, and more. Training. We got on-demand and live training via webinar and calls. Events. We got live events, training, and conventions. Now, we just hit a great convention down in Baltimore, Maryland. Oh my God, it was awesome being around thousands of people with the same mindset. It was awesome for me and my wife. Now, these are PlanNet Escapes. Now, this is a Gaylord Palm Resort in Orlando, Florida. join us for a 3-day, 2-night PlanNet Escapes. I mean, this is just amazing. Now, PlanNet International, and we do things international too. The big game Thursday, September 20th to the 22nd, 2018. You do not want to miss something you qualify to be at. And then in 2019, we have another international convention. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And I just got to keep saying that. Now, this right here, PlanNet Marketing Pledge. When this got put in place, it wasn't a dry eye in the place. Now, this PlanNet Marketing Pledge, become a PlanNet Marketing Director. And now this is one of the reasons why everybody on this line, on this webinar, should want to become a PlanNet Marketing Director. Feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, because nobody knows when they're going to die, right? It was a, real quick, it was a gentleman and his son came into my barbershop, made an appointment. 2 weeks later, only his son came back because his dad passed away. See, you want to leave your family a will and not a bill. The PlanNet bargain you build will outlast you. Your family will still receive your PlanNet Marketing Weekly Commission, director pay, director bonus, and monthly residual income. How great is that? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make a decision. This lady right here is at the crossroad, ladies and gentlemen. Now, number 3, no thank you. You know, I don't want to make money, save money, and travel for less. I'll just watch you do it. Or 2, I have some questions. It's some leaders on the line with greatness in their mouth, and they have the answers. Or number 1, I was ready to go when Miss Phyllis Alexander was releasing the travel plan, right? Now, starting your journey of success. Now, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. Ladies and gentlemen, this is plainly action. Action is the ability to translate your dreams into reality. Now, I want to say something, and I got this from Bishop T.D. Jakes. He said, you cannot release greatness while breathing in weakness. I'm going to say it again. You cannot release greatness while breathing in weakness. And that's why I stay around these dynamic people that was just doing this webinar, dynamic directors, our family, because they're greatness. And we have the same mindset, building legacy. So right now, I'm going to bring back up the dynamic. The number 1, Miss Phyllis Alexander. She had 100% of the information. She's about to close us out. She's a fireball. She's a leader. She exploding all over the planet. Miss Phyllis Alexander, are you on the line?
Yes, Mr. Carmine Robinson, my brother from another mother. Yes, I am. Thank you so much for that information. It was absolutely phenomenal. The presenters that you have experienced in this Zoom tonight is an example of the fire that is upon this opportunity that comes from the head of the company, Mr. Bradley. Those of you that are guests in the Zoom tonight, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. And it's late for many, taking time, possibly staying up to get this information. Right now, we're going to open it up. I see we do have some other directors in the Zoom with us tonight. We have 3-star director, Miss Cindy Brueggemann, who is probably that was a cough. I can't even sneeze, a sneeze away from her next level. There she is. And then I'm sure we want to hear just something from her. We have the amazing, my other brother from another mother, Pastor Chris Dent. We have his wife, Lady Dent. And we have some goal builders. We have some directors in training. We are so fortunate to have men and women who have vision and who are leaders setting the charge in this opportunity. So the guests that are in here tonight, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask your questions. We have so much value in this Zoom tonight. So please, you can unmute yourself. I believe, let's see. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself and ask whatever question you have. Any question, it doesn't matter. Nobody. Well,
how do I get like you?
Pardon me?
How do I get like you?
Well, you keep listening to Cindy Brueggemann. Yes.
Cindy, how do I get like you, Cindy?
How do you get like me, Martise? Wow, you be consistent and you be a professional inviter and invite others to this amazing opportunity. We do live webinars like this almost daily, and you just be consistent in inviting, and don't be a secret agent. Let people know that you're out there in the travel business. And it's one of the easiest things. I've been in direct sales for 20 years. This is the easiest thing I've ever been a part of as far as sharing my product with others and talking to people about it. Because whenever you're at a get-together, people flock to you when you're talking about travel. In your next place that you're going where you've sent a client, people will flock to you because they want to know more about it, because everybody out there is wanting to travel. That's my suggestion.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Anybody else? If we do have any guests, in the Zoom, if you would please put in the chat who invited you, so we will at least know who our guests are and who invited you, so we can make sure the person who gave you the invitation is aware that you were in the Zoom. Okay, if there are no other questions, no other comments, does anyone have, do we have comments? Do we have anything else? Okay, well, God bless you. We will be back on tomorrow at, tomorrow we have a Zoom with this number at 7 o'clock. We have another one at 10 o'clock. Get all of your prospects in tomorrow. It's going to be hot. Okay? Pastor Dent, Lady Dent, you have anything you want to say? Goal builders, directors in training.
Hi, Director Alexander. This is Lady Dent.
Yes,
I just wanted to, my husband just put the camera on. So I wanted to get on and say that this is just amazing. I believe that this is really going to boost our entire organization. So I just want to continue to encourage all of us to invite people on the Zooms. That way people can really get the information and understand what we're doing and how we're doing it. That way they can partner with us so we can change their lives. So I want to thank everyone for their commitment to do this, and I'm just looking forward to us growing even more.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you mentioned that. One thing that I learned from Director Cindy is that, and this is something that I'm just releasing to our entire team, when you see your teammates, when you see anyone post anything, respond under that post, because when people see activity under a post, it causes them to be interested. They want to know what's going on. What is this happening here? So when you post the webinar, or when you post something guiding the people to the webinar, let's all respond to that. Let's put something under that. So thank you so much for that, Lady D. Anybody else? Okay, well, we will see everybody tomorrow, 10 o'clock p.m. We did tape this. If anybody wants a copy of the recording, just let me know and we'll make sure that you get it. All right, God bless you.